we, for example, did an exercise with them in the art academy. And in the art academy, most of the rooms don't have clocks, so there's no time, which is already one, I think, pretty important condition. That there is nowhere where you can, in the room itself, see like what time it is. And they had to make collages, and then we didn't tell them what we were going to do with them, but at a certain point they had to rip them up and start with the pieces to make a new collage, which was really frustrating for them. And that is the whole idea of creating this, to have an attachment with something that you make, but then to let it go again and to create something new. And then they saw already coming, of course, that we would ask them that another time. And the second time they were much more, or they were happier to do it, because they were not that afraid of it anymore, to rip it up again and to start something new. There was no, we set up the tables also in a certain way. I was there like half an hour earlier to think about it, like, okay, how do I set up the tables here, to have like all the materials there, to have paper there, to have glue and scissors and magazines. They also brought their own, but you have to have something, have materials to create this really specific environment where what you want from them is also possible. If we would have done that in like rows where they would all sit behind each other in a space where this actually made for having like a lecture with a clock above, it would be really different. Really different environment and really different conditions of the whole experience. And I think that is, at least for me, I have the feeling that it is often forgotten, because it is so you would say for the hand liggend. It's so the first thing, or it is so how would you say that in English? It's so clear that it has to be that way, that people tend to not talk about it or even think about it, even though it is like this. At least for me, it really feels like that's the starting point of everything. If that isn't already set up in a certain way, then you can come up with the most amazing teaching moment, sense-based teaching moment, but it probably won't work if it is not the right setup and conditions that you create.